Alright, we're now ready for the second step of this process. This is the metal ready. It's pretty much an acid that etches the metal, allows for good adhesion on the Por-15. So I got 2 spray bottles here. I bought a gallon of it. I probably won't even use a whole spray bottle on this. It says to keep it wet for 30 minutes. May get some drying, may not, so I can apply more if I need to. For bare metal it says right around 10 to 20 minutes. Alright, got the help of my lovely assistant here again, and we're going to get to work. Just coat the whole frame. Let's try not to spray coat with this.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's strong.
Since this is an acid and it's quite spraying for a few seconds, we realized a certain issue that stuff is nasty to breathe. So I told her to go ahead and go inside. I'm going to use a respirator and I'll just finish it up. It should only take a few minutes. Okay, well, it only took about 5-10 minutes to do all that frame. I did end up going through both bottles of that metal ready. A couple safety items. Like I said earlier, the odor is pretty nasty. A ventilator really helped. Safety glasses would definitely be a good idea, spraying it like this so it doesn't splash in your eye. It is acid. I didn't, but luckily I just didn't have any trouble with that. But definitely a safety item. Rubber gloves would definitely be a good thing. You're not supposed to have extended contact with your skin. It could irritate it. And another thing is just to watch your overspray. You're spraying it on by these little bottles. You can get it over everything in your garage. Not that I care really too much about this Dana 44 front axle. It's pretty much junk. It's in good shape. It's not meant for a Cummins motor. So we're going to go ahead and wait here. It says keep it wet for 30 minutes. I'm just going to check it here in 10, and if it needs any, I'll add some. And pretty much just going to chalk it up as being good. Like I said, I debated whether to even do this step. My frame's pretty clean. The whole idea of this step is to help eliminate some of the rust and stop it before you put the Por-15 on. So my frame's in pretty good shape, so I'm not too worried about that overall anyway. Alright, we'll touch back here in a few minutes and see. Alright, well, it's been about an hour here and we let the metal ready dry. Everything's now a nice kind of deep gray, dull looking. We're going to go ahead and use our spray bottles like we did on the previous steps, and we're going to rinse this frame completely down. We're going to then crank up the heat in here and let it dry and hopefully be ready to paint later today. One key note is they said this stuff works best around 70 degrees or a little bit above. Fortunately, it's only been about 45 to 50 degrees in here, so hopefully it didn't affect results too much. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and start with the paint now here. We got the frame completely dry. It's a little colder than I'd like it to be, and my propane tank ran out of gas here. So I got the kerosene heater, but it's kind of smoky. We're going to go ahead and open up the semi-gloss black. They recommend do not shake this. It'll cause a lot of air bubbles and everything in it. I want to make sure you stir it. And hopefully for this job we'll use most of this quart. That way you don't have to worry about it, because when you put the lid back on this, if you just put it on like you would a normal paint can, it'll seal itself shut and you won't ever see it again. So the best thing you can do is take a piece of saran wrap and actually put it between the lid and the can when you put it back on, and that'll allow you to get it back off. So we just got a little plastic knife here. We'll just give it a quick stir up here. It is quite thin. I've always heard that about it. It's still true. So luckily we've got the front half of the frame warm here, and we'll just use this kerosene heater on a limited basis to keep the rest warm. And we'll go ahead and get started here. Go ahead and stop. Oh, we'll go ahead and see how it goes on here. It really levels itself out out really nice. You can kind of just gop it on there and it levels itself out and looks like you did a nice job painting it, even though really it's pretty forgiving there. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we cover every area of this chassis, and hopefully we should not see any more rust ever again, which would be my ultimate goal. Winters around here kind of suck, and they kind of destroy trucks. So let's see if we can slow down that process. Looks like we got our work cut out for us. Okay. Alright, well, we're still in progress here of painting this. This is a truly beautiful product. It does everything that it said it would. It goes on super nice. It looks great. You can go ahead and see in the video here. This thing looks like it rolled off the showroom floor. It just, that self-leveling feature, it just really is beautiful. I can gladly recommend this product to anyone. It goes a long ways. It brushes on easy. And the only hard part is just all the little details of getting around the edges. And some of these braces I added getting to the back side of them, which if I would have boxed the frame in, I wouldn't have been able to get to them either. So when I go to do the top coat, I'll just spray paint on the inside there and hopefully get some of it. But other than that, it's coming along good. Just takes time to make sure you get all the spots and make sure you're doing a good job. So we'll keep chugging along here and we'll show you a video of the final product. Alright, well, after an hour and a half of painting, it is finally done, and this stuff is awesome. Highly recommended product. Goes on beautifully. It stretches forever. I used less than a quart on this whole chassis, and I mean, with all the extra channels and everything I added, there was a lot of surface area. So really impressed with it. Couldn't have asked for a much better turnout. Just now gotta let it dry. Unfortunately, my heater's broke and it is freezing in here. I hope that doesn't affect the cure or anything. I don't know if it's curing or if it's freezing, but my hands are so cold that I can barely even hold the camera to function. But as you can see, everything is covered and it just looks great. Probably going to go ahead and top coat this with another semi-gloss just to protect it from the UV finish. I know it's underneath, but I heard this stuff discolors pretty bad if you don't. So we're going to call it quits for the night. We're going to relax. We'll let this dry in the morning, and still got to clean up the suspension and go ahead and put, I'm probably going to use some of this on that. That's what I'm, show you what I did here. Since I had extras, went ahead and put a piece of just the stretch wrap for cooking and put that in between the lid, and hopefully it's still good. So if not, I got my use out of it. So I don't know, I know this stuff's expensive, but it was worth it. So alright, well, that's it, and stay tuned for more results, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks.